something good right now because there's an event happening this weekend to celebrate Lawrence Tech University. To help us do that, the president of Lawrence Technological University, Dr. Tarek Sobh. Doctor, thanks so much for the time. How are you today?
Good. It's great talking with you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Talk to me about this gala on Saturday night, Icons Reimagined, and the scholarship and everything, because it's set at the Hudson's Detroit building, celebrating 93 years of Lawrence Tech.
It's going to be an amazing venue. We're all looking forward to it. It's our third scholarship fundraiser gala. Last year, which was our second iteration, was held at the station. We were lucky enough to have been able to raise about $600,000 that really all went towards students who are facing significant barriers in order to be able to attend a great university like Lawrence Tech and help them directly get into our programs and continue in our programs, which is something we're very proud of. As you know, Lawrence Tech delivers, very, very oriented professional education, engineering, architecture, business, and other majors that the workforce requires. But as you know, higher education costs are becoming expensive. And of course, through events like this, we count on our alumni and friends and corporate partners and donors to help the next generation of students get into our programs and finish them and get the degrees and launch them on their way to amazing high-paying careers.
And the success rate at Lawrence Tech speaks for itself. And you talk about education and all of the great things that you do in engineering and technology, STEM across the state of Michigan. How would you say Lawrence Tech is evolving with the future of education in Metro Detroit? Not only Lawrence Tech, but just education in general in our area. It is such a big topic, sir. What would you say about the direction of it here in the state of Michigan and, of course, at Lawrence Tech?
Well, I mean, in general, it's kind of really interesting because with the surge of amazing technological advances like artificial intelligence and analytics and, digital transformation in general, the workforce and the needs have changed. And Lawrence Tech, of course, as you probably know, is one of 13 universities in the country that are technologically focused in every single discipline. And in our case, of course, doctoral, comprehensive, and private. And, the workforce of the future, regardless of the major and the discipline, whether it's healthcare, whether it's architecture, whether it's business and design, needs to be eminently trained in the most recent technological advances in that discipline, whether it's, usage of AI for designing building or robotic surgery or 3D printing of houses or business analytics and business and so on. And I think in general, institutions who want to cope with the time and produce great outcomes in employment for their students upon graduation needs to make sure that the curriculum is infused with these most recent advances. As an example, Lawrence Tech infuses artificial intelligence in every single course and every single discipline. And the results speak for themselves, Ryan. Our employment percentage is literally 100%. Our problem is not to find jobs for our graduates, it's to keep them till they graduate, because 95% of them who do co-ops and internships end up with job offers before they finish the program. It's a good problem to have. But, of course, in addition, we do enjoy the highest starting salaries upon graduation in the state, again, because of the nature of that STEM technology-focused education. So, in general, universities in Michigan and in other places in the nation that embraces that technological edge in the programming are the ones going forward that will enable producing students who get these jobs in areas like advanced manufacturing, imaging, autonomous systems, and many other disciplines.
We are talking to Dr. Tarek Sobh, the president of Lawrence Technological University. There is an event on Saturday night at Hudson's Detroit celebrating the Icons Reimagined, and it reflects LTU's 93-year history as a groundbreaking educator and exceptional alumni. And you mentioned some of those exceptional alumni and all of the demand that your alumni have. And one of the things that intrigues me about what you just said is we hear AI, artificial intelligence, in the news, Doctor, all the time. And I think so many parents out there are trying to figure out what fields and what fields should they steer their kids in. What college or university should they steer their child, son or daughter, to go to? What will the workforce be like, not only in 2 years, what will it look like in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years? These are big questions to ask that I'm not sure we have asked them at this scale for many, many years. To know that you're instituting artificial intelligence in every class that you have, how important is that to you, to attracting, getting eyeballs on your university more so than ever?
You said it perfectly right. I mean, we are training our students for job titles that don't even exist, Ryan. I mean, that's the reality. So what we need to make sure of, regardless of the major that they study, is that they are trained in that major to be employable. And unless they are trained in technology and in areas like artificial intelligence and automation and autonomy within that major, they're not going to be able to get these jobs of the future. These skills are essential. So my advice in general for parents, and I'm one of them,
Yeah.
is make sure that every one of your children are able to study what they want, whether what they want or what they are excited about is a business field like marketing or accounting or whatever, or engineering or architecture or design or even health sciences and medicine. But ensure that the university that dispenses that education that your child is going to join assures that the student coming out from the major will have these technological skills in that major. So if your child is interested in healthcare, make sure that your child is trained within the program of healthcare that he or she is studying on the most recent advances of health tech and med tech, like automatic recognition and diagnostic of imaging, medical imaging, like robotic surgery, like digital record keeping. If your child is interested in marketing as a business major, make sure that they get trained in digital and integrated marketing, design, management, and broadcasting, because that's the field of the future. Same applies to architecture and design. Make sure that they are in a program that infuses the curriculum with artificial intelligence and or technologies like 3D printing of houses and or robotic construction within the curriculum. And I think that's the key. The key is, again, professional education that's very technology infused and very interdisciplinary oriented, because the problems of the future are going to be very technology based and very interdisciplinary oriented. I mean, there is a statement that many of my colleagues in industry say these days: every business is a tech business. Every company is a tech company at the end of the day. So that would be my advice.
Dr. Tarek Sobh, president of Lawrence Tech University, thank you so much. This is I really enjoyed this conversation. I'd love to do it again soon, because I think that you have hit a bullseye in terms of how you're educating kids at Lawrence Technological University, young adults, and spreading that word is so important, that these schools have to get on board with educating kids for the future, not for jobs that we had 20 years ago. Thank you very much, Doctor. We really appreciate it.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you for yours. And if you would like to know more about the gala on Saturday night, ltu.edu/the gala. We're coming right back. Pistons news.